This video will discuss standards and minimal fields in access to memory, also called AtoM or AtoM. AtoM supports the hierarchical arrangement of record group or collection or fond and the series, files, and items contained within each higher level. AtoM was built around the International Council on Archives Data Content Standards, ISDIA, or International Standard for Description of Institutions with Archival Holdings, ISAAR, or International Standard Archival Authority Record for Corporate Bodies, Persons, and Families, and ISAAG, or General International Standard Archival Description. However, AtoM works with other descriptive standards like RDA, or Resource Description and Access, DACS, or Describing Archives a Content Standard, RAD, or Rules for Archival Description, Dublin Core, and MODS. AtoM can be used, as we just noted, with content standards such as ISAAG, DACS, and RAD. AtoM uses the structure standards EAD, or Encoded Archival Description, for archival descriptions, and EAC-CPF, or Encoded Archival Context, Corporate Bodies, Persons, and Families, for authority records. AtoM can be used with value standards, such as the Library of Congress subject headings and the Library of Congress name authorities. In AtoM, controlled vocabulary can apply to the repository, the creator of the archival material, and the material itself. You can use locally controlled vocabulary if you have a single repository system. You can use shared controlled vocabulary in a multi-repository system. AtoM improves access by providing an easily searchable online interface and multiple access points. AtoM comes preloaded with taxonomies, and most terms can be edited or deleted, and you can add new terms. In authority records, access points include subject, place, and occupation. In archival description records, access points include subject, place, genre, and name. AtoM has records for archival institutions which provide a description of the repository. This is based on ISDIA. Archival descriptions are linked to the archival institution as holdings. To use AtoM, you have to first arrange the records and catalog or describe them. You do this for both physical and digital records. First, arrange your record group following the principles of archival arrangement. Keep records of the same creator together and maintain original order. Second, describe your record group using a content standard, such as ISAAG, DACS, or RAD. Third, enter your archival description into AtoM. Authority records and archival descriptions are stored separately in AtoM. One authority record can be used for many archival descriptions, and therefore an archival description does not have to have a new administrative history or biographical sketch created each time. A minimal authority record would contain the fields shown on the screen. The starred fields are required, and crosswalks are shown to different content standards. Type of entity is a required field. Authorized form of name is a required field. Dates of existence is a required field. History is not a required field. An authority record identifier is a required field. You can add an archival description from the main menu also using the Add button. The default setting for fields in AtoM is ISAAG, but this can be changed to display fields in RAD, DACS, or Dublin Core. A minimal description would include the fields shown on the screen, with the starred fields being required and crosswalks shown to various standards. So title proper is a required field, general material designation is not a required field, level of description is a required field, identifier and repository are not required fields, dates is a required field, physical description is a required field, name of creator administrative history, or biographical sketch are not required fields, and scope and content is a required field. Note that there are other required fields if you are doing a CSV import into AtoM. The starred fields are required, as shown on the screen. Legacy ID, identifier, title, level of description, culture, and repository. Other fields which are not required but are good to include are extent and medium, event types, scope and content, and event dates. And this concludes our short presentation about minimal fields and standards in access to memory.